Hello everybody. If you're about to get graduated from a Japanese university, or if you're planning to come to Japan to study and are thinking about what would be the career options after that, then this video is for you because today I'll tell you about my job hunting experiences. So when I started job hunting while doing my degree, and what were my target companies, and later I'll share about the job offers I got at the end. So talking about first, like, when did I start? So let me tell you something about myself. I did masters in international relations. So let me tell you, international relations is not a very sought out degree in Japan. Like, if it's not like finance degree or something which has technical skills, so it was a little extra harder for me to find a job in Japan. And along with that, my Japanese language skills were not that good. So actually this video is going to be a very hopeful video, because without much technical skills and without having much Japanese skills, I was able to get 3 job offers by the end of my university. So yeah, so let's get started. I got graduated from my university in June 2023 last year, and our university used to follow American calendar. So that's why it was different from other universities in Japan when we got graduated. So we had to find our job before that, and it made it even difficult. I started my job hunting journey around September 2022. So during that time, I was actively searching and applying to different companies all over Japan. But the thing is, before that, I was a very confident student. I got 100% scholarship to study in Japan. I was very good student in Delhi University in my country. So I had very much confidence in myself that I'm gonna get it easily. But job hunting in Japan humbles you like anything. So I kept applying and I kept getting rejected. Like, it was like everyday thing for me to get up like fully dressed in business suit and give online interviews continuously and get everyday emails of rejection. I in fact made a folder on my laptop with the rejection emails, and by the time I got around 50, I was exhausted. Like, this is not gonna work. But all the people around me kept motivating me that it's fine, you can do it, keep applying, don't lose hope. And by that time, something really interesting came up. I realized that I am a fresh graduate without any experience in any field before, so I need to gather some confidence and some experience before applying. So I started searching for part-time job. And there is a very interesting thing that came up while searching a part-time job. I came across a job in a snow resort. I know the story become very it's going to be get strange. I know it will sound weird, but I got a part-time job in a snow resort, and I thought if I'll start doing it along with my degree, then I'll get an exposure to the real Japanese people. I'll improve my language and I'll get to know the etiquettes, how to behave in a Japanese environment and everything. So I took that job. I did it for 2 months, and trust me, it's one of the best experiences of my life. I've shared many other stories on my channel. You can go and watch that. Like, I had the best time of my life there, and surprisingly my Japanese also improved during that time. Because I had to directly interact with the customers there, and I could learn a lot of Japanese manners, how to get on time and how to behave, don't use phone, blah blah blah, things which maybe other people think very common, but it was my first job, so I get to learn a lot of things. So my first tip would be to do some part-time job, so you have something to write in your resume. And like in Japan, when you are going through the interview processes, there is a thing that most of the things are personality based. They don't want to know much about the technical skills and everything that they're gonna teach you anyways during job trainings, on job trainings. So what you have to do is to make your personality better, and you have to know that you should not reject yourself before they will reject you. So somehow just build that confidence. So that part-time job in a snow resort gave me immense confidence. So I did that during December and January of and then January of 2023. So when I came back, I then my hand got broken, so I had that personal thing just happened, so I wasn't able to actively do job hunting during February and March. And then I started, because that was the peak time. By the end of March, I knew that I'm gonna get graduated around June, and if before that I'm not able to grab a job, it's gonna be so difficult. So I started applying super actively. My target companies were Amazon, Apple, and Nissan, and all the companies which were hiring English speaking foreigners, because I knew that my Japanese level is not enough for the companies which are in Japan. But there was one specific company, like a Japanese company, which required Japanese speaking individuals, where I applied. So because of some personal thing, what happened that during the summer of last year, I wanted to apply for an internship there, and they rejected me as an intern. So I had this thing that I want to get a job in this company somehow. That company was based in Tokyo. So I read their requirements, everything what they wanted, and they wanted like intermediate of Japanese skills. So by that time I had that. So I did everything whatever they wanted in a candidate. So I gave that interview, passed multiple interview rounds, and eventually get selected there. So that is one of the job offers I got before getting graduated, and it was a process of like almost 1 month. I started during beginning of March, and by the end of March I had the offer that they have selected me for that. So that was kind of my backup option, that okay, at least that offer I have. But that was a super Japanese environment, but my target companies were foreign, so many foreigners are there, and I could speak English instead of Japanese. So during April month, a company came to recruit in our university, and they wanted like around 5 people from my university. It was an investment bank where actually I'm working right now. So that company needed English speaking people, and they wanted someone who is ready to learn and grow, and super personality based everything. So but because our university had a business school, so they came here to take people from finance background. But I also participated during the interview, and surprisingly my resume got selected, and I cracked the first interview. So when it was followed by a second interview, then also like I just made them believe that okay, if you will teach me, I'm gonna learn. And that's what they wanted. You know, fresh graduates in Japan, it's a thing that they want to train people who are super fresh, because they can mold them in any way they want. So yeah, so that's what happened. Maybe my age helped, because they know that I have not much experiences, so they can teach me and I can learn from the starting. So I cleared those interviews, and later on get a job offer from them. And my favorite one, actually the saddest one, was, as I told you in the starting, I did masters in international relations. So every student of international relations want to work for United Nations, like that's the norm. So I wanted to work in United Nations so much that even during when I was doing my part-time job in snow resort, I used to take bullet train from my resort to my university to attend that one class that used to teach about United Nations and international organizations. So this is how much I wanted to work in UN. And surprisingly, I cracked the interviews and the whole process, and I got the offer, but not a job offer, but an internship offer from United Nations, which was also a big deal, and I was very happy. And yeah, so I had to make a choice between these 3 companies, which I eventually had to decline United Nations, which I sometimes think I wish I could go there again. Maybe one day I'll do a job there. So and then this company where I'm working right now in Fukuoka. So that was my experience. So if you want to learn just one thing from this video, is don't lose hope. I mean, I know as much as you want a job, there are recruiters and there are companies who want talent, and especially fresh talent, fresh graduates who are willing to learn. Just tell them that you really want to work there, and they will teach you everything, whatever is necessary to do the job. So yeah, so that would be it from my side, and best of luck for your job hunting journey. I'm sure you're gonna make it. Bye bye, have a wonderful day.